So guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about whether or not businesses actually need your social media marketing services, because I know there's probably a lot of doubt running through some of your guys' heads, especially if you're just starting out like there was with me. Like, it's just general stuff like, why would a business pay me £1,000 to post on their behalf? Why do they even need social media? Is social media even important? Can these businesses even afford my services? Listen guys, I know it happened to me. So guys, I'm going to break down why businesses actually really need social media marketing in 2018. First of all, I'm just going to break down what actually is social media marketing, just for some of those guys who probably don't know what it is. Social media marketing and a social media marketing agency is basically, you're an agency who takes care of small to medium sized businesses social media. So you post on their behalf, you create content for them, you run paid traffic ads like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and you look after their accounts and you basically grow them, bring them in more leads and more customers so they can generate more revenue month on month. So that's basically all social media marketing is in a general sense. I'll give you a quick example. So one of my services is what you call growth service, and what we do is basically we come into your business and we take photographs for your Instagram and for your Facebook, and then we post those photographs throughout the month. So we edit them, we write the captions, we post on your behalf, we engage with your community, and we also take out of the £1,000 per month, we actually take out 150 of that and put it towards advertisements that are solely based on growing your audience. Now you're probably thinking, why would anyone just want to grow an audience on Instagram or Facebook? Guys, there's two different types of return on investment, ROI, and you want to get a business either a social return on investment or a monetary ROI. Social ROI and a monetary ROI is just as important as each other. Social ROI is basically building an audience, building your fan base, brand awareness, getting your name out there, just building that audience. That's important because then you can build an engaged community that in the future you can actually run promotions to for absolutely free, and they will come in and buy your stuff, whatever you're offering, whether that be if it's for a restaurant, whether it's a product. They are your fans, and you need to convey to your clients that there's three types of traffic, and I got this from world-class Russell Brunson. So the three different types of traffic are traffic you don't control, traffic you control, and traffic you own. Traffic you don't control basically sums up 90% of the small to medium sized businesses, because this is what they run on. They run on thinking that they can organically grow their social media and that hopefully people will come across their business, stumble across it randomly by fate, and they'll come in and purchase their products, sit down at the restaurant, eat some food, or maybe even drive by or get referred to that business, which is all good and all, but that's kind of like what you call hope marketing. That you don't really control any of that. Now there's traffic you do control, which is stuff like paid advertising. You can control who sees your adverts. You can control who sees your Facebook ads. You can control where they go to. So if they click on a link, you can control where they go to. You can control what landing page they hit. If it's a squeeze page, if it's just some sort of normal order page or whatever it might be, that's traffic you control. And then the third and final traffic, which is the traffic you want, is traffic you actually own. These are people who are part of your community, part of your followers, that actually like your brand and actually are part of your community, like I said. And these are the people that are going to stay with you for the next 3 to 5 to 6 to 20 years whilst your business is growing, or however long you're still in business. If you've got a big audience, the longer you're going to last. That's just how it works. Your audience are your potential customers, your leads. So it's super imperative to have a big audience now these days, because think about it, when a restaurant's got like 5 to 10,000 legit solid engaged followers, they can literally post promotions to that audience, their own audience, for completely free, and get people through the door through that way. And their profit margins will be ridiculous because they're not spending any more money on advertising, because they've already got a audience built up for them to advertise to. So it's absolutely imperative to, grow an audience. So do they actually need social media? And the answer to that is just plain yes. It's absolutely imperative for businesses now in 2018 to be on social media. If businesses aren't on social media, they're literally non-existent. And you need to get this across to your clients that if they're not on social media, they're actually missing out. So you actually need to push the opportunity costs of not being on social media to them. And you also need to show them like, yo, this is what so-and-so's doing down the road. Look at their social media and this is what they're doing. How comes you're not doing it, type of thing. So you kind of need to push FOMOs on them, which is fear of missing out. You actually need to show them like you're missing out on growing your brand name, you're missing out on growing your audience, and you're missing out on sales. And you need to convey that to your clients. Think about it. Think about where everyone's actual attention span's actually at. It's always on your phone. Everybody picks up their phone every second. Social media is there all the time. We're always on social media. In fact, social media has gotten so bad, it's actually causing negative side effects. Like, it's actually making people depressed. That's how big social media has actually got. So it is definitely powerful, and it shouldn't be something to play with, and it definitely shouldn't be something a business misses out on. Just think about all the biggest brands Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Uber. Go and check their social media accounts. I bet they've got such a solid social media strategy. The pictures are beautiful, a lot of updated content. Like, it's taken care of. And that's what you need to convey to your clients when you're trying to sell social media management or content creation to them. Now, I definitely understand that it's harder to sell social ROI than it is monetary ROI, because it can't really be directly tracked. Whereas like if you're selling paid advertisement, you know how many dollars are spent, how many customers that's brought, how many leads were generated, all that good stuff. But with growing a social media account, you can't really see like if you grow 100 followers, how much are those 100 followers worth. There's no sort of tracking systems or parameters or data points in place. So you actually need to just convey that, well, if these big brands are doing it, your competitors are doing it, why aren't you doing it? It's obviously working. Do you really think Coca-Cola would be spending millions and millions and millions on their social media for it not to be working? Of course not. I was actually doing some niche research into the restaurant niche, and he actually said that around, I think the number was around 70 to 80%, so like 75% of people actually check a restaurant's social presence before they even go into the restaurant. So if your client has got really bad social media or weak presence on their social media, whereas their competitor has a really good one, a hungry customer that's currently deciding on which restaurant to go to between your clients and their client's competitor's restaurant, they're immediately, once they see their social media side by side, they're going to go to the restaurant that's got the best social media. That's because they have something what you call social proof. They have thousands of followers, lots of likes and engagement on their posts, lots of comments and good reviews. Consumers actually trust these reviews that are being left in the comments section. So that is imperative to have your social media on point. So those examples were all social ROI orientated. Let's focus on the monetary ROI stuff, like paid traffic, like running actual Facebook ads. Let me just tell you that these businesses need Facebook ads. Let me put it to you like this. Facebook and Instagram actually are run by advertisements. They're free platforms, yes, but they make their money through advertising. So that means they're going to do everything in their power to get us, the users of Facebook and Instagram, to pay for advertising. And how they do that is by slashing our reach. So let's say you have 100 followers on Instagram. With Instagram, the reaches are only around 3 to 5% now. So that means out of your 100 followers, only 3 to 5 people are actually going to see your post. And this is what you need to convey to your clients, that these platforms are actually deliberately cutting the reach down of your post just so that you can press that boost post button or run ads. That's why organically growing social media accounts to these days, it's just way too difficult without paid advertising. And now let's jump into actual Facebook. Facebook is so frigging powerful. I cannot explain how powerful it is, especially if your clients are like a restaurant client and they're still relying on flyers or TV ads, or if they're relying on radio ads. So think about this. If your restaurant client hands out 1,000 flyers to 1,000 different houses, how does he know that the family inside that house even likes Indian food? Like, there's no way of telling. So you could actually just be wasting time. You could actually go around 1,000 houses, post that your promotional flyer through their letterbox, and it could just be a complete waste of time because they all might just be vegans or they don't even like Indian food. And that's where you come into this. This is where Facebook advertisers come into this, because with Facebook you can target people based on their interests and behaviors. So for example, this is why Facebook ads are so frigging powerful, because I can literally target everybody who's in a 10-mile radius of this specific restaurant that likes Indian cuisine, that are avid restaurant goers, who earn a certain amount of money each year, who are homeowners, who, you know, it's just crazy the amount of stuff you can target, which eliminates you from wasting time posting these flyers out to people who might all just be vegetarians, vegans, or just not interested in Indian cuisine. And it doesn't just stop there. You can actually do retargeting ads, create lookalike audiences, based on a Facebook pixel, based on email lists, based on visitors. Oh, it's just insane sort of stuff you can do with Facebook. It's actually mind-boggling. It's actually overpowered. No wonder why Mark Zuckerberg is just getting in trouble all the time because of data protection laws and stuff like that. It's just too much data you can actually use to target people. It's actually marketers heaven. Like, it's just overpowered. Another reason why businesses need social media marketing is because there's just no competition around. Like, even me, I'm seeing it in my local area, going through all these restaurants' websites, listing them out, seeing if they've got a Facebook pixel installed. Long story short, if they've got a Facebook pixel installed, that most likely means they're running some sort of Facebook ads. So out of all the restaurants I've seen in my local area, all the websites I've been on, I've only seen around 10 to 20, maybe even about 15 of them with actual Facebook pixels installed. And the ones that do have them installed are all big name businesses like Nando's, or like just other franchise businesses. Basically, no small to medium sized businesses really have got Facebook pixels installed. The beautiful thing about it is that you're going to literally blow your clients' competitors out of the water, especially if your clients' competitors are not running any sort of Facebook ads or any type of paid traffic. Because think about it, if they're growing their social media channels organically, they're only reaching 3 to 5% of their own audience slash fan base slash community, which is absolutely trash, because they're not getting their name out there to people who don't already know them or follow them, which means they're not going to be able to grow, going to be able to get in new customers. And that's where you come in and tell them, like, yo, this is what your competitors are doing. If you start running Facebook ads, you're going to literally kill them. I'll give you an example of some of my real numbers that I've actually been looking at. With a £10 ad budget, so every day I spend £10 on an ad for a restaurant, and I was targeting people who was interested in Chinese cuisine within a 10-mile radius of my city. And I kid you not, with £10 a day, I could reach 2,500 people each and every day. And these are new customers that are not just new customers, but are actually interested in Chinese cuisine. And that's just a day for £10. Please tell me how a flyer will ever be able to beat that, or a TV ad or a radio ad will ever be able to beat that. They just cannot. I can literally hyper target particular people on certain interests. Another reason why small to medium sized businesses need social media marketing and social media marketing agencies is because we actually free up their time for them. They probably haven't got that much time to learn social media marketing like you do, or because, you know, they're running their actual business. Or hire someone else to do it for them, because that's very, very, very costly. I'm talking more costly than our service prices, because they're gonna have to employ full in-house marketers, whereas we're more kind of like an agency that don't actually work in-house, but we're like outsourced marketing type of thing, where you come to us, we do your marketing for you, but we're not in-house, we're not your employees, we're not on payroll. You just pay as a monthly service charge. So we actually free up their time, because now they can focus on working on their business, not in their business. What I mean by that is now they don't have to actually learn how to, you know, post on Instagram, learn all the little tips and tricks, learn Facebook advertising. All that stuff takes time to learn, and they don't have that much time as a business owner. Running a business is tedious, time consuming, and they need to be focusing their energy on IPAs, which are income producing activities, not writing captions for their Instagram posts or taking photos of their restaurant. That's where we come into play. A quick tip for you guys, which was taught by a couple of my mentors, is that people buy with emotions. They actually emotionally buy first. So if you can tell a client that, hey, you know, why do you want us to do your social media? Why don't you just stay in the same place? And then they'll actually tell you why, like, oh, we're not hitting enough revenue this month. I don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time to do it on myself, by my own. And then you can actually go in and break it down deeper, like, so why do you want to produce more revenue? And then they go on to tell you, like, oh, it will allow me to take my family on holiday, spend more time with my kids, buy my wife this and that. And then you can actually leverage their pain into a sale. And the last and final reason why businesses need social media marketing and social media marketing agencies is because social media is the absolute future. I predict within the next 2 to 5 years that every business will be on social media. Again, you need to convey this to your clients, that if you're not on social media, you're going to get left behind. You need to fix this now, or you're going to get left behind. And the fear of missing out is definitely going to push them towards, signing with you. And yeah, guys, the future really is on social media, and you need to convey this to business owners. But anyway, guys, I hope you've liked this video. Please drop me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.